sad news coming out of the NBA. You know, Bill Walton died, and people don't know that Bill Walton, one of the great 50, one of the greatest 50th and 75 greatest player. So, what was your thoughts when you heard that Bill Walton had died?
It was more of a shock than it was a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I was
yeah.
go ahead, Farrah. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, I didn't know he had a battle with cancer. I had no idea.
Yeah, I
So
think
that
this
was
I think
sad.
this might have been his second.
Oh,
Because he had been
yeah,
he had
man.
been very ill before. I'm honestly, I was just hoping that he'd get back to NBA coverage on NBC since they're gonna have it next year because he was one of the people I actually liked listening to on NBC's NBA coverage ages ago.
Hey, very knowledgeable player,
Right,
and
right.
and a mentor to a lot of NBA players. I
Yeah,
know
Smart as
Reggie
hell.
Miller made that comment last night because he's a UCLA Bruin,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
so
I know.
So,
I honestly, what the thing that surprised me about his death was I didn't realize his first 5 years in the league, he came off the bench.
who?
yeah, they made
Bill
that
Walton.
comment.
He
See,
was
that was
he
back
was a sixth
then
man.
when rookies never started, and
Yeah, but I
now
mean,
you got
5 years playing, but he was also playing behind five of the greatest players the league has seen.
Who you
And he
talking about?
became
Yeah,
and he became one of them.
Bill Walton
Who? What five he played behind?
He
with the
played behind.
Trailblazers.
Yeah.
The Trailblazers. He was the starter Trailblazers. Y'all got confused.
Well,
You
no,
mean
I'm
he was?
talking about.
not
I'm
his
talking about
rookie
when
year.
not his rookie year, but I'm talking about when he went to the Celtics.
Yeah, yeah.
He
That's
was
what I'm
sixth
saying.
man
Because
of the
y'all
year.
threw me
Yeah,
for a loop right there. Because I know he
Yeah, I'm
started. He
sorry. I
started.
put them both
Yeah,
together. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, he started coming out. He started his pro league. He never rode the bench when he played with Portland. He was the
Dang,
19.
man. Oh,
No,
where the hell is
he,
my phone?
he was the 1977 MVP. Of
yeah,
course, they won the NBA title.
championship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know who they beat too. God damn it, boy! I tell you,
No, that I don't know.
Oh,
The
Philly.
76ers.
Sixers. The Sixers.
They beat the
Oh,
76ers. Yeah, I know.
shit, I could have
Yeah.
beat 76ers.
Yeah, but my question,
That
my
was
question to the
that pre-Doctor. No, that was when Doctor
That
J.
no,
that
that
got.
was
Dr.
that was
J,
Dr.
Dr.
J.
J was there. Yeah, you watch the video, you see Dr. J, you see him in there. But my question to the panel is this: his career only lasted 468 games. He averaged
Injuries.
13. Yeah, but he averaged 13.8 points a game, 10.5 rebounds a game. Of course, he got the two NBA titles. With Portland and of course Boston, two NCAA titles. And he had an 88 game winning streak with UCLA.
Yeah.
But my
Hmm.
thing is that only playing 468 games, does that hinder him being one of the? They got him at one of the top 50 or the top 75 players in NBA history, but only 468 games.
I mean,
Mad Professor.
I want to say no because injuries happen, and I mean, look at on those 480 games. Look at what he did.
Okay,
It wasn't like he was some scrub who just got by, stealing paychecks like some players do.
okay,
He was a game changer. I
okay.
mean, there was a reason he won 88 straight with UCLA.
Yeah,
and, sorry,
Hmm.
that
And
professor.
that's when that's when
Damn,
freshmen never even played.
Right.
yeah,
remember
yeah.
during those days you had Bill Walton, you had Kareem, you still had Chamberlain, and he was like underneath all of them, and all the other big men. But he was, in my opinion, I never really. I mean, every time I think of Bill Walton, I think of a hippie because
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always see him in tie dyes and
yeah. He was
you
a
know,
great Grateful Dead. He was a
yeah,
great Grateful Dead fan, one of their
and
number one
not to
fans.
say that anything's bad about it. It's just that's how I view him. And I think, he probably was a pot smoker back in the day in the NBA.
Who
And
was
that,
it?
oh, I don't know, but I'm just saying, his his character, his charisma. He's real lively and every time I see him, he always showing those false teeth. But
Wait, when you get elbowed when you was coming up back in the
oh
day.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
and
but
I'm gonna
but
tell you something else. I'm
you
sorry,
never
Tim. Go
really
ahead.
hear anything negative about
That's
him
what I was about to bring
Hmm.
up.
in,
That's
in,
just what
in
I was
his
about to
career.
bring up.
Yeah.
No, just his son.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But Tim, that's what I was about to bring up. Is you never heard anything negative about him, and if you
Nah.
did, it was by somebody who you could tell had an axe to grind anyway. So you never really took it seriously.
Yeah, but even though he's one of the top 50 and the top 75, he's never really mentioned in the top 10 of all big men.
Right.
Not in my top 10. I can't
But
put him in there.
but that
But
comes from the lack of games played.
yeah, and then the injuries, like you say, they say that he had by the time he retired, he had almost 40 surgeries.
Yeah,
So yeah, just trying
Right.
to get back to be able to play, man. But I agree with everybody on the panel. He was one of the best commentators out there. He knows the game, and that's what you want to hear. And plus, he's kind of funny too. He throw a little joke here and there,
yeah,
and you can hear from the players as well. Talking about him. Shaq say
Mhm.
something about him. Give us Serena say something about it. Reggie Miller say something about it. So
Mhm.
and the great Kareem, Abdul-Jabbar especially say something about it because they was
Right.
UCLA brothers, and he followed
Mhm.
Kareem. He was the next big man after
yeah,
That's
Kareem
right.
at UCLA that kept
That's
that
right.
winning streak going for that coach down there, John Wooden. So hey,
Yeah.
rest in peace to him. He was one of the best commentators out there. He knows the game, and that's what you want to hear. And plus, he's kind of funny too. He throw a little joke here and there,
yeah,
and you can hear from the players as well. Talking about him. Shaq say
Mhm.
something about him. Give us Serena say something about it. Reggie Miller say something about it. So
Mhm.
and the great Kareem, Abdul-Jabbar especially say something about it because they was
Right.
UCLA brothers, and he followed
Mhm.
Kareem. He was the next big man after
yeah.
That's
Kareem
right.
at UCLA that kept
That's
that
right.
winning streak going for that coach down there, John Wooden.